You want me to watch what?
They've pieced together all the security holograms from the last weeks of your life.
And why would I want to revisit that trauma?
It's just you said some things and insisted on some other things that had a lot of consequences for the entire galaxy.
So you want to blame me for some tiny things that happened 15 years ago?
They weren't tiny. You don't have to watch it.
Oh, just stick it on. "15 years isn't that long ago."
Yeah, they just say that to make the nonsensers more interested in it.
Nonsense.
Non-force sensitive.
Oh. We used to call them force retards.
Qui-Gon! You can't say that anymore. You ever been there?
What, the big space riding place?
Yeah.
No. Any good?
Was good before it got all corporate. It's all ads now. Worse than Times Square.
Yes, of course. As you know, our blockade is perfectly legal.
Which is exactly what someone who's doing something perfectly legal would definitely say.
Oh yeah, you know.
This LGTV I'm shoplifting from you is perfectly legal.
Is that how you got this?
No, it was a joke. Bloody donut ship. Who designed that? Homer Simpson.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Ha! You look about 12.
I don't look 12, but yeah, this beard is the best thing that ever happened to me.
Force, young Padawan.
Yes, Master.
Oh yeah, you had that rancid little braid.
Towards the end it got so long, yeah, it had goodness knows what in it. Cheerios, a bit of belly button fluff, nubbin of cheese one time.
I will deal with the Chancellor's demands.
These Federation types are cowards.
I forgot how straight-talking you were. How do you know they were cowards?
It's just how I negotiate. I bust in, calling everyone cowards. You're as thick as a bantha taking remedial science. Just to get on the front foot. You know, get everyone's backs up.
I can see why the negotiations were short.
They're here to force a settlement.
Distract them. I will contact Lord Sidious.
That was their attempt to distract me.
Just give us a Nintendo Switch and Mario Kart or something.
I was so good at Mario Kart.
Everyone's good at Mario Kart, Obi-Wan. It has auto steering.
I'm not going in there with two Jedi.
It's actually so fascinating to see how the galaxy sees us.
We're nice people. Well, except Windu.
Viceroy, I don't want this stunted slime in my sight again.
Stunted slime. I'm gonna use that one.
Begin landing your troops. I will make it legal.
Could you do shoplifting while you're at it?
And abortion.
Quite, we don't do controversy.
What is going on down there?
We lost the transmission, sir.
Who's this guy? Iron eyelids. That are always like this. I mean, if you got iron eyelids, you'd think they wouldn't need to squint all the time.
I know it's only battle droids, but we absolutely crush them.
You can only mercilessly slaughter what's put in front of you.
That is the Jedi way.
That's good handiwork with the welder.
As a Jedi, you must be proficient with all skills. I'm also handy with the soldering iron.
Master, destroyers! Shield generators!
To stand up. Let's go.
I can't really remember why we didn't just get behind cover.
Yeah, I should have just dipped round a corner, lured them in, and then fought them at close range.
Probably wasn't thinking straight because of all the gas up in here.
They're no match for droid decals.
Sir,
That's actually such bollocks.
So we beat droidicas 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, on Star Wars Battlefront, I just get behind them and pack them in the back for like a minute.
Battle droids.
It's an invasion army.
I don't know why we didn't just hack the entire army to bits. We absolutely flambéed that full squadron before without breaking a sweat.
Always so headstrong, my young apprentice. No, it is in the politicians we need to put our faith.
Maybe you'd change your mind on that one.
What?
This isn't America. In the Star Wars universe, we can't trust our politicians.
This is an odd play for the Trade Federation.
Imagine if the World Trade Organization just invaded, like, Finland.
Why Finland?
Don't know. Just really inoffensive. And have a hot queen.
Prime Minister. And you know, Padme was 14.
Oh, I take it back.
You were right about one thing, Master. The negotiations were short.
The ironic thing is these negotiations were less explosive than how I usually do it. Bunch of fucking cowards.
Less explosive than the negotiations with literal explosions.
Somehow, yes.
Again, you come before us, Your Highness.
You will not be so pleased when you hear what I have to say.
That hairdo must take so long to do in the morning.
All right. Up at 5 a.m. By the time you got it ready, you gotta take it off again.
I know nothing of any ambassadors. You must be mistaken.
Such a liar.
She's right. The Senate
It's
will
too late
never.
now.
Do you
What
think
was
she's
Naboo's great import that they were being starved of?
Jar Jar said they imported a lot of Misa Budandi, whatever that is.
Oh, that guy. Dumbest guy in the universe.
I've got something to tell you next episode.
suspect an attack?
I don't know, but we must move quickly to disrupt all communications down there.
Oi, that guy's got a phone. Who are you ringing? Your mum. Yeah, right, give me that.
So, you're saying that there's something sus about Jar Jar?
Well, the internet seems to think so. Hold on to your Amish beard, Qui-Gon. Let's just say that Jar Jar is not the competent, level-headed, nice guy everyone thought he was.
What's this thing about Jar Jar?
Haven't started because the ambassadors aren't there. How could that be true? I have assurances from the Chancellor. His ambassador.
Oh, Chancellor Palpatine. He's really like the only politician I trust. Just one of the good guys.
Oh, and maybe hold off until you know him a bit better.
Right, this can't be the case with everyone. First Jar Jar, now Palps. You're saying that no one is as they seem.
Jar Jar is more of a theory, but with a huge amount of evidence. But seeing this now with fresh eyes, I mean, everything makes so much sense.
Our security volunteers will be no match against the battle-hardened Federation army.
Battle-hardened? What battle? I mean, if that's battle-hardened, I'd hate to see their rookie.
Why does a trade federation need an army? It's like Amazons showing up at your house in a tank.
I will not condone a course of action that will lead us to war.
War is upon you, whether you would like it or not.
When last I looked, big reverse heart hair, not Captain Panaca, was Queen of Naboo.
You know her name.
Use caution. These Jedi are not to be underestimated.
Oh, we won't underestimate them. Our problem is we just can't hit a barn door in a whorehouse.
What? Oh, here we fucking go. What's the big secret?
Can you not guess?
Is it that he's a sensual lover?
Close, but no. Well, he might be, but that's not
He
it.
doesn't have any sense of self-preservation?
No, Mrs. Stay.
Is it that his mom was an elephant frog and his dad was a camel?
Yeah, that's it.
Really?
No.
It is demanded by the gods, it is.
So with these gods, if you save someone's life, they become your slave.
Sounds a bit barbaric.
You saved my again.
What's this?
I mean, he was annoying, but what's this, Obi-Wan? Talk about demeaning.
Yeah, watching this back, I mean, it's not a great look for us, is it?
They will crush us, grind us into tiny pieces, and blast us into oblivion.
You seem to really enjoy that.
He'd been well annoying.
Bit Sithy.
Who, Jar Jar?
Jar Jar? No, you.
Ah, so close.
How much further?
We're going underwater, okay, Day?
All right, I'll tell you.
Finally. I'm sick of your little game.
The internet thinks Jar Jar is a Sith Lord.
Oh, the internet thinks, does it? Well, who else does the internet think is a Sith Lord? Winnie the Pooh.
Ah, yeah. I'm going to force lightning you, piglet. Honestly, you laugh, but once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Sorry, this hasn't been our day for warm welcomes.
See, look at that. If that's not a forced jump, I don't know what is.
It's not a forced jump. There's not nearly enough tuck. He's just got meaty carbs. Remember, he never shut up about them. I mean, what did he say? Meat's got the chunkiest cars from Hirson to Outster Rim.
His species, when did you ever see them show any kind of athletic ability. Boss Nass looks like a bloody overgrown tadpole. I'm telling you, it was all an act.
I'll save it for 4chan, Obi-Wan.
And big doo-doo this time.
Did a toddler invent this language?
Hey, that's space racist.
Can't say anything these days.
Misa no think so. They not know of Ocean.
Well, you did just have this dweeb shooting his mouth off about a hidden underwater city, in earshot of an entire droid army.
Risa give Yusa una bongo. The speediest
Jar Jar was so surprised we got given a bongo.
Is that like giving us a Gungan Bugatti?
Boss Nass is just like the Gungan Andrew Tate.
What's an Andrew Tate?
He's like this sort of knobhead misogynist who said Star Wars fans could never get a girlfriend.
What? I take that personally.
I know. It's alright. Greta got him.
He owes me what you call a life debt. Your gods demand that his life belongs to me now.
What the heck does that mean?
It means, like, I'm not happy about it, but yes, okay, I don't have a choice.
So instead of saying, yes, but go fuck yourself, you go, Misa like this.
You were banished because you were clumsy.
Yeah, who gets banished for being clumsy?
Yeah, I know, right?
Maybe it's because he was selling Gungan intelligence secrets to the Naboo, and he got clumsy?
But stop with the Sith stuff. He's not some evil mastermind.
Just keep an open mind.
Oh, don't tell me to keep an open mind, Obi-Wan. I taught you that.
Do as I say.
Looks like your mom.
Not cool, man.
Little bitty accidentes.
Misa accidentally selling me bongo blueprints to the Theed Palace.
There's always a bigger fish.
Well, that's not true. What about the absolute biggest fish in the galaxy?
All right, what do you want me to say? 99.99% of the time, there is a bigger fish.
Yeah, that would be better.
I think with Jedi wisdom, you have to allow for a bit of creative license.
I guess you don't hear Yoda saying,
In 3 out of 4 cases of a turn to the dark side, hate has led them there.
Yeah.
Queen Amidala is young and naive.
And with her hair routine, she'll be lucky to find half an hour in the day to stop our invasion.
No need to report that to him until we have something to report.
Oh, Viceroy, chasing your losses, classic mistake. Should just blame it on old Iron Eyes.
Oh, Maxie bit the force. Well, that smells stinking with.
Don't know about you, but when he said that, I felt like just grabbing his little eye testes and going, "Don't say that again."
I mean, if I hadn't been driving, I don't know, I just would have grabbed one of his ears and just screamed in it. And another Sith trait, rude.
When are you thinking we're in trouble?
I think, despite everything, he does have a point. I feel like right then, empirically, we were in trouble.
Oh, whatever.
Relax.
He overdid it. How much did you give him?
50 cc's of false morphine. Forfeit.
50 cc of Jedi morphine, that's way too much.
You know, there are people who would pay guys like us a pretty penny to,
Qui-Gon, we've talked about this. It's not in the code to sell Jedi morphine to heroin addicts.
99.99% of the time, there's a bigger fish.
That's the same fish.
Always try and have a giant fish as a sort of a personal guardian angel. There.
That is more correct, yes. Thank you. That's enough for today. So what do you think to the theory, Qui?
I think it's a lot of poodoo.
What would it take for you to believe it?
You'd have to do something pretty mega. Like destroy the entire Jedi Order. Or have a red lightsaber.
Oh. Well, let's just keep watching.
A few questions.
All right.
Actually, they're for Qui-Gon.
Oh.
Why did your audio in the first episode sound like you're on the toilet?
Do I really need to answer that? Multitasking.
I mean, you look so much crisper now as well.
Yeah. We got fibre optic force broadband last week.
Mostly for Qui-Gon, but this one's for you. Why does Obi-Wan feel the need to drink from the skulls of his enemies?
They're making me out to be some sort of bloodthirsty warlord.
Well, why do you do it?
So people know not to cross me.
Pretty clumsy for a Sith frickin' Lord.
Smoke and mirrors.
Your negotiations seem to have failed.
Failed? Maybe you should concentrate on returning power to the proletariat instead of on our negotiations.
Which never took place.
Negotiations never took place.
Exactly.
They've knocked out all our communications.
Knocked out all your communications.
His name's Gavin. He ran the Naboo switchboard. Not really on to knock him out, though.
Thank you, Ambassador. But my place is with my people.
I can see Padme really chose her handmaiden with the best acting skills.
Seen more life in C-3PO.
Also, who takes that acting job? Decoy assassination target.
Actors will do anything to get their foot in the door.
Senator Palpatine will need your help.
Yes, he will. He will indeed.
Either choice presents great danger to us all.
Such emotion.
He does seem super interested in that one tequila sunrise.
I'll deal with that.
Battle droids really do have no peripheral vision. I mean, just a bunch of intruders marching unchallenged into the Queen's main hangar. How many pilots does it take to run a ship?
50, apparently.
Who does that droid remind you of?
I don't know.
Maul.
What?
From when you, when I chopped him in two.
Oh, from when I was on the floor dying. I gotta say, Obi-Wan, he is a moron. But was it really a good idea to put the stupidest creature on board in the place where all our key mechanic technology
wasn't my proudest moment.
We're losing droids fast.
Right, that's it. Get Jar Jar out there.
What? He either fixes it or we get blown to Kingdom Come.
Win-win. Or he suffocates. Win-win-win.
Power's back! That little droid did
I
it!
don't want to undercut R2's achievement, but that's all it took to get the shields back. A tiny bit of soldering.
Can't you just let him have this one?
Deflect the shields off that maximum.
He didn't even get hit again. The shields didn't matter anyway.
Would it kill you to be more positive?
One Naboo cruiser got past the blockade.
I want that treaty
We'll
signed.
put our best battle droid squadron on it.
Out of our range.
I can't wait to find out who this string puller is. He wears his hood at just the right altitude that I can't quite see who it is. So mysterious.
Oh, you'll find out.
My money's on Chancellor Valorum.
Vote of no confidence on that one.
This is my apprentice, Darth Maul.
Here's Kenobi on the Find My Friends app.
Is that how he found us? Oh, sorry. I'll turn it off now.
We should not have made this bargain.
Trade Federation are bad at bargaining. Talk about being underqualified.
There's a settlement.
Land near the outskirts. They don't want to attract attention.
When you said that, I thought you meant there'd be a park and ride or something. Didn't think you'd actually want us to walk through the desert.
Always afraid of a bit of exercise, my old Padawan.
Be wary. I sense a disturbance in the Force.
It does get annoying sometimes, doesn't it?
Always feeling disturbances in the Force.
Sometimes I wish I had a Do Not Force Disturb sign.
Highness commands you to take her handmaiden with you.
No more commands from Her Highness today, Captain.
I often wish I was queen so I could boss people about.
Moisture farms, for the most part.
It's like R2 just slotted straight into the gang.
Yeah, he had good crack.
Some indigenous tribes and scavengers. The few spaceports like this one are havens for those that don't
Why
wish-
did you leave me at the ship?
Oh, because of the broken hyperdrive. I thought you could... It'd be better if,
Better if what?
Obi-Wan, we spend every second of every day together. I thought we could do with a break.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, okay. So you'd rather hang out with a camel fish?
He can actually be all right for a few minutes at a time, till he gets his tongue stuck in a power coupling.
I need parts for a J-type 327 Nubian.
Ah, yes! Nubian! We have lots of that. Pinake, Cabariaco!
My droid has a
You never spoke about exactly how you met Anakin. This will actually be really rather interesting.
There's not much to tell. We could just skip this bit and it would make no difference to the story.
Let's take a break, but I want to hear your take. And Anakin's take when we get back. Isn't that right, Anakin?
Is that Anakin's arm? Why is he missing an arm?
Because he's a Skywalker.
Where's the other one?
It'll be easier to show you. I'm using a Bacta tank to grow it back into the Anakin that I knew.
That means absolutely nothing to me.
Here, chuck a bit of this in it.
Oh, Anakin. I miss you.
She was a fast learner.
Fuck, man. I gotta get on this Bacta stuff. Reckon it would work on dead people.
You know, I don't know. Should we call it?
It's not working. I'm just getting all pruny.
Here he is.
It was a cute child.
Anakin! Come on, sit down.
He's over there.
Now tell me, how is your career going?
Hello there, Grandmaster Jin. And thank you for my birthday money.
You're quite welcome, Anakin.
Don't touch anything.
I am starting to see how he might be a Sith. I'm joking.
Oh.
Are you an angel?
Oh. Straight in there, then.
Oh, do we have to watch this?
You're a funny little boy.
Funny looking, more like.
Obi, I've still got some pictures from when you were that age.
No,
I'll
don't.
button it, or I'll get them out.
My mom and I were sold to Gardula the Hutt, but she lost us betting on the pod races. You're a slave?
Sometimes I do forget you came from a difficult background, Anakin.
Maybe if you gave me a break once in a while, when I lose my head.
I'm a person, and my name is Anakin.
You know what? Good on you. Don't allow your circumstances to define you.
You've never said anything that nice to me before.
Don't get used to it. Poodoo head.
Didn't realize Padme was in here just constantly putting her foot in it.
Hey! Hit the nose!
Feel the hate. Feel it flow through him.
Be in luck. I'm the only one hereabouts who has one. But they might as well buy a new ship.
Oh, we'll get to see some of that famous Quine negotiating technique.
I have 20,000 Republic dactaries.
Republic credits are no good out here. I need something more real.
I don't have anything else, but credits will do fine.
No, they won't.
Tried a Jedi mind trick on him. That's basically stealing.
You're in a bind, Obi-Wan. Andy was a human trafficker.
Andy's a Toydarian. Mind tricks won't work on him.
Some kind of Jedi waving your hand around like that. I'm a Toydarian. Mind tricks don't work on me. Only money.
See?
And no one else has a T-14 hyperdrive, I promise you that.
That's it. The famous Jin negotiating technique.
I was going to call him a coward, but I'd had my confidence knocked.
I was glad to meet you too.
How old were you here?
Dunno. Like 9?
And she was
14.
Yikes, so Rooney.
What?
Does not reflect well on her what happened after this interaction.
Why not?
14-year-old queen flirting with 9-year-old slave boy. If that happened not so long ago and a bit closer to home, Twitter would have been all over it.
The Queen's wardrobe, maybe, but not enough for you to barter.
Oh, yeah. What, so maybe you give me the hyperdrive for some of the Queen's used panties?
You'd be surprised what you could fetch online for that. eBay's weird, man.
Crazy! We shall be robbed and crunched.
Not likely. We have nothing of value.
Why don't you just do some force busking?
I think people would rather I just killed and robbed them than subject the galaxy to another bus London.
Your son was kind enough to offer a shelter.
We did shop around for Airbnbs. But even Mos Espa Premier Inn was like 200 quid on a Saturday.
All you had to pay was some sweaty panties.
Come on, I'll show you 3PO.
Oh, jeepers. Not 3PO.
Great. He's not finished yet. He's wonderful.
Oh, he's wonderful.
She meant it.
He did not. I mean, look at her face. It's like you're a cat bringing a dead bird in its mouth. Oh, thank you very much for the dead bird.
I beg your pardon, but what do you mean, naked? My parts are showing. My goodness.
R2 has all the sass.
Oh, they have R2 with them.
Tatooine is sparsely populated. If the trace was correct, I will find them quickly, Master.
Wait, it wasn't me. How did they trace it? We told everyone to swallow their SIM cards.
Slaves have a transmitter placed inside their body somewhere.
I've been working on a scanner to try and locate mine.
Did you ever find out where it was?
Yeah, left nipple.
How'd you locate it?
Every now and then a little satellite would pop out of it. That was my first clue.
Galaxy. The Republic's anti-slavery laws are...
The Republic doesn't exist out here.
Listen, sweetheart, this is the real world. We didn't all grow up in a palace.
Careful, Obi-Wan. Unless you want to say that through the glass of a Bacta tank.
You of all people must see this, Anakin. There's not an equal distribution of opportunity in the galaxy.
If I can make it all the way to the Emperor's PA, then anyone can.
Oh, you're one of those.
We must survive on our own.
I'm glad to see everyone thought it was as antisocial as I did.
You slurp soup straight from your bowl.
Yeah, well, when no one's around.
Not always.
Must have Jedi reflexes if you race parts.
Oh, such a good use of your Jedi reflexes, Qui.
Everyone at the table appreciated it. Can't save the galaxy every day.
I don't think so. No one can kill a Jedi.
I wish that was so.
And I still do.
Honestly, if you'd been born like 20 minutes later.
Have you come to free us?
No, I'm afraid not.
Oh, it sounds like you just couldn't be asked.
I couldn't be asked. Unless there was something in it for us.
Quite the dream crusher. You, boy, what's your dream? To be a postman? Not gonna happen. Not in a million years.
I'm just a realist.
I believe you can. But first we must acquire the parts we need.
Waiting on nothing moolah to trade.
Were you asking me as a kid if I had anything to trade? Were you going to take my Camp Butler droid?
I wasn't going to take things off a kid.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you didn't exploit him one bit.
That's why you go for a weekend to the Outer Rim. Anything goes.
These junk dealers must have a weakness of some kind.
They have a tiny secret exhaust port, which if we hit with an even smaller proton torpedo...
Gambling.
Oh, he's like you, Qui.
I've stopped. Well, except on weekends. And I'll have a flutter when I'm on holiday. And when I'm working.
The prize money would more than pay for the parts they need.
Anakin.
Should I have entered a 9-year-old into the demolition derby race just to feed my gambling addiction? No, probably not.
Is there anyone friendly to the Republic who can help us?
No.
Well, that's all the convincing I need. Let's get that accumulator on.
It's either that or selling off the Queen's patents.
I'm sure Qui-Gon doesn't want to put your son in danger. We'll find some other way.
There is no other way. I may not like it, but he can help you. He was meant to help you.
Oh, yeah, so you just trusted the word of this bloody psychic. What's she basing that on?
She was very wise and funny.
Did you?
What? No.
You guys ready?
Mm-hmm. Oh, can I have some? I didn't have time to go to the Force Netherworld test.
No, you always have snacks and you never share.
I can't. We're in different dimensions.
Well, that's just tough. Hey, what? How the heck did that happen?
Just look at what you're eating.
Mini cheddars. They shouldn't end up in the netherworld. They're not force sensitive.
No, it's mini Jedi. If you kind of say it like that.
Mini Jedi? Where?
Why is it red?
The Queen will not approve.
Queen doesn't need to know.
Oh, don't look at me like that. I didn't know she was the Queen at the time.
If you're going to be bitchy, you have to be extra careful.
Maybe I shouldn't have shot my mouth off to her so-called handmaiden.
I hope you didn't kill anyone I know for it.
Did you kill anyone for it?
It was Anakin's part. You know this.
Oh, yes. Yeah, no, yeah, okay.
Deal.
You really are a sucker.
We won, didn't we?
Yeah, but we could have got so much more for those odds. At least chuck in one of those annoying pit droids and a few capacitors.
We could be stuck here a very long time.
Oh, thinking back, we really could have.
So what? Start a new life. Maybe take a Jawa to wife. I was looking for a way out of the Jedi Order around that time anyway.
We'd have nothing, and a Sith would have been hunting us.
We could have sold the Queen's underwear and lived like a king for a few months.
Well, and there's something about this boy.
What exactly about this boy? He'll bring balance to the Force.
Why'd you say it like that?
Oh, why did you say it like that, my master?
Oh, don't you start.
Had he been born in the Republic, we would have identified him early.
That scouting system went to shit as well.
Why's that?
Budget cuts and laziness, mainly.
Force is unusually strong with him. That much is clear. Who was his father?
There was no father.
He was basically Space Jesus.
I'm Space Jesus.
No, he said I was.
Typical Force, though. Not sticking around to be no baby daddy.
What happened?
He left just before I was born. One of the kids from where I grew up always said to me that he was shacked up with Naomi from the tennis club.
I carried him, I gave birth, I raised him.
And it was definitely the Force. You can trace it back 9 months to the last time that you...
I can't explain what happened.
She's quiet. At least try to make it look like you believe her.
I didn't go to Juilliard, Obi-Wan. What would you do if someone told you they slept with the Force?
You could do better than that. Right, let's roleplay it. I'm telling you that I'm in an exclusive relationship with the metaphysical energy field that binds all living things.
Yes, I believe you when you say that.
Nobody would say that.
That's my mother you're talking about.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yes, I believe you when you say that.
I didn't actually come here to free slaves.
Yeah, we get it, Kwai. You have to hammer home the point.
She just wasn't getting it.
Come on, let's go and play ball. Keep racing, Annie. You're gonna be Bug Squad.
Bet that kid regrets saying that.
He must be an intergalactic meme by now.
Oh, I went and found him when I was rich and famous.
Oh, sweet Space Jesus.
Stay still, Annie. Let me clean this cut.
There's so many. Do they all have a system of planets?
That's how you got his blood, you sneaky old dog.
What are you doing?
Checking your blood for infections. Go on.
You're a pathological liar. Pretty much at every turn.
No,
Yeah?
It was just my lying phase.
I need an analysis of this blood sample I'm sending you.
Wait a minute.
I need a midichlorian count.
The reading is off the chart. Over 20,000.
Even Master Yoda doesn't have a midichlorian count that high.
No Jedi has.
I actually assumed you'd done it wrong. Like you hadn't cleaned the receptor properly.
Well, you think a bit of crap on the receptor would be more Force sensitive than Master Yoda?
Yeah. Like if there'd been some crumbs in your pocket.
And you think those crumbs would have been the chosen one?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds silly when you say it out loud.
I'm betting heavily on the Sebulba.
I'll take that bet.
You just can't help yourself.
How else was I going to save Anakin?
Anyone says the word bet and you are straight on it.
I do not.
Remember when I said I think Jabba the Hutt might be diabetic? What did you say?
I said I'd take that bet.
And I seem to remember you losing.
I'll wager my new racing pod against, say...
Come on, man. Betting a kid's only possession.
You never told me you bet my pod, Grandmaster. What if I had lost?
You really know how to make things sound worse than they are.
I just happen to have a chance cube here. Blue, it's the boy.
A bet within a bet. He's got your number. That is so illegal. You do that in Vegas.
We were in a tight spot, Obi-Wan. You had your feet up back at the ship.
Oh, I see. One little hiccup and all morals go out the window.
I'm sure you'll do it this time.
Do what?
Finish the race, of course.
Such sass.
Not even finished?
Kitster's right, I will this time.
Of course you will.
Oh, I've seen that look before. That's, sir, I'm busting your balls because you just overthrew democracy again, look.
See? Being Force sensitive heightens your other senses.
You're thinking of when you lose a sense.
That's what it was. That piece of poodoo.
Do you feel good about putting a 9-year-old in this environment?
Always taking the moral high ground, Obi-Wan.
Can't be hurt from the moral high ground.
Remember, concentrate on the moment. Feel, don't think. Use your instinct.
A guy who's never been in a pod racer in his life, giving me advice.
The best coaches are the ones that never had a career themselves.
Oh, my force. You got stuck on the grid.
It was Sebulba. You saw him.
No, you stalled it.
At the time, I was thinking, jeez, he doesn't even know how to drive stick.
Oh, that was it. You didn't press go.
Oh, coming from a guy who hates flying.
Greatest starfighter pilot in the galaxy. Did you check the handbrake was off?
Yes, I checked the handbrake. Oh, yeah, it was the handbrake. Now, where's that ginger kid?
You got so ferricking lucky.
Luck favors the brave, Obi-Wan. And those who can use the Force to manipulate the outcome.
Luck favors the cheaters.
You swindled me. You knew what the boy wasn't going to do, and somehow you knew it.
Hey, you got that bang on, Watto. It's as my old master used to say. Gotta know when to hold 'em. Gotta know when to fold 'em. When to walk away.
And when to swindle.
Why do I sense we've picked up another pathetic life form?
You hadn't even met him.
Was he talking about me?
Okay, that probably was a bit harsh. But I hadn't eaten all day.
Also pathetic. He had a midichlorian count greater than any that has ever existed.
There's more to life than midichlorians, quite.
I think he was just jealous, Anakin.
He has been freed.
What?
You're no longer a slave.
Wouldn't put it past Qui to be lying, and as soon as you got off world, it just blows up, taking Jar Jar with him.
No, that didn't happen.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put it past you.
Will you take him with you? Is he to become a Jedi?
Yes.
You didn't know that for sure.
But look at their faces. Look how happy he was. But yeah, maybe I shouldn't have promised that. Kind of dug myself into a
Why were you so keen to impress Shmi?
No reason.
What happened that night before? No fading back into the Force netherworld.
What are you insinuating?
Did Lars Owen ever show any signs of Force sensitivity?
Dunno. Only met him once.
Okay.
Training to become a Jedi is not an easy challenge. And even if you succeed, it's a hard life.
Well, let me crush that for you right now.
Except you didn't. The one time you should have.
You see that girl outside? If you become a Jedi, you'll be forever forbade from fancying her.
Yeah, you should have been that clear. Not vague, saying something like it was out of Annie. It's a hard enough life for us.
I want to do it.
Oh, well, ferric off then.
I didn't realize I was telling her I was choosing the Jedi over her. Could have done with a bit more info on the old Jedi Order up top.
Selby?
Bye.
Oh my.
Thank the Force, that's the last we see of him. Oh, here's a good French, Francis. What are you looking at?
Just trying to see his shadow. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Will I ever see you again?
We probably should change the code so you can at least FaceTime your mom.
Well, when it was written, FaceTime wasn't a thing.
It needs updating for modern times. It's like the American Constitution.
Oh my God, sir, wait, I'm tired.
Anakin, drop!
That dude just tried to run over some random kid in the desert that meant absolutely nothing.
That's pretty Sith behavior.
Yeah, you don't get much more Sithy than that. You actually matched him pretty well.
Take off. Over there, fly low.
It did cross my mind that I'd not given very clear instruction. That you might just leave me.
Leaving you to start a new life with Shmi.
Who knows what I'd have done?
Straight to the casino is my guess. Whew. Last helicopter out of Qui-Gon.
Ha! Very good, Obi-Wan. How long have you had that saved up?
Oh, I literally thought of it like 2 days after you died.
That is both an incredible demonstration of patience and pretty sad.
My guess is he was after the Queen.
What are we gonna do about it?
Space Jesus, Anakin. The man nearly died. Give him a moment.
I have no army.
And I can only protect you. I can't fight a war for you.
Why didn't we just send everyone to knock out the Trade Federation control ship?
That does make more sense.
Jar Jar Binks.
Isa, Your Highness?
Yes. I need your
Could
help.
you fight a war for me? Please.
And you're a much wiser man than I am. I foresee you will become a great Jedi Knight.
It's the nicest thing you ever said to me.
I said loads of nice stuff. I said the thing about, with the things. I said something about your manner. You have an amiable manner.
I am not known for that.
This explains a lot.
Because we wish to form an alliance.
Your Honor,
Usadis.
I am Queen Amidala.
Republican credit for your thoughts, Anakin.
What do you mean?
I guess this is the precise moment you realized you were hitting on the Queen.
I was thinking bloody jackpot.
Yeah, you can see the dollar signs in his eyes.
Slave to King Regent in, what, like half a week? Chaos is a ladder.
We saw being friends.
Okay, now we're friends, first port of call. Would you sacrifice your entire army as a diversion?
Draw out the Federation's armies.
Turn them blind to all else that moves.
Then we gather up our full strength and fight one sick-ass duel.
Bombard General.
General?
Never seen a Sith faint.
What if they have low blood sugar?
Okay, never seen a Sith faint out of cowardice.
Yeah, that's one in the not Sith column.
The battle is a diversion. The Gungans must draw the droid army away from the city.
He's right there, and you're literally saying those people are bantha fodder.
Most good friendships start with one making the ultimate sacrifice. Why do they stand so far back?
Yeah, if it was me, I'd stand right up to the shield, then I'd just stick my blaster out and,
Very uncivilized.
Yeah, okay then. Then I'd stick my lightsaber out and I'd be wearing Beskar gloves.
I can't be blamed for his cover being in the Starfighter.
Well, whose fault is it?
Not mine.
Most armies should come in
flatpack. That'll be the day. When IKEA shows up your door with their flat pack army flinging meatballs at you.
You can stay where you are. You'll be safe there.
It was you who told him to stay there, in a literal fighter jet.
Oh, good. He survived, didn't he? I'm asking, I don't know.
Yeah. And maybe you should have put him somewhere more dangerous. Oh, here we chuff and go. This is what the punters have paid the admission price for.
We're putting on YouTube for free.
Oh, for goodness sake, Charlie. You know, at the time, I barely registered the music.
Yeah, it makes you seem so epic. At the time, it just felt like another day in the office. Eric, me. I have 40 credits on that, lad.
I know what happened.
Right. Still takes me by surprise.
No, just shakes your entire concept of reality.
Wouldn't go that far. Could just sellotape two lightsabers together. Same effect.
Why did you keep going for him instead of waiting for me to catch up?
Because
what?
We were running late.
For what? This was our main mission.
Oh, all right, fine. I wanted the glory.
We could have shared the glory.
I thought that if I finished him off, they might make me a master.
No, you didn't want to even be a master.
All right, fine. I had me at 2-1 to get the final blow.
Qui-Gon!
See, this is why I didn't tell you. I knew you'd be weird about it. Really quite nice of him to let us jump across without just hacking at our legs.
Yeah, that was really nice of him.
Only a Sith deals in politeness.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, sometimes I just say stuff and hope people don't question it.
Wait, so it's not only a Sith that deals in absolutes?
No, that is only the Sith. Means nothing.
2 droids and maiming a droidica in the hip. Do you know how much coordination that takes? No nonsense could do that.
Bring me something concrete or shut your yapper.
Dude, get us off this autopilot. It's gonna get us both killed.
Pretty calm for a 9-year-old, Anakin. Facing impending death millions of light years from home, followed by an eternity of your bloated corpse floating through the galaxy.
You worry too much, Obi-Wan. Take a chill pill, my master.
Go back? Qui-Gon told me to stay in this cockpit, so that's what I'm gonna do.
I think that's taking liberties with what I said.
Oh, he'd always do that. Remember that business on Cat and Nemodia?
I don't, my master.
Don't plead the fifth, Anakin.
I really don't. You regrew me from the arm. I don't remember anything where OG Anakin was wearing gloves.
What? Is that true, Charlie?
Dunno. You did it.
I'll try spinning. That's a good trick.
Poodle-ferricking force.
It worked, didn't it?
Bad decision with good execution is still a bad decision. We tried so hard not to break anything while fighting a full-on Sith Lord. They're just blasting windows to pass the time.
Not gonna be cheap, that, to fix either. That's what, 10th floor in central Naboo? Those are sash windows.
Yeah, you need a crane for that. And an artisanal builder. Oh, cool. I want one for my birthday.
No, I already got your birthday present. A waterproofing kit.
That was so easy. I mean, imagine all your body weight going through a slippy blaster. You'd at least want to grab it like this. Like,
Obi-Wan, can you save your breath for the Duel of the Fates, please?
Duel of the Fates? Is that what it's called? Why? I mean, I like it, but why?
I'll tell you at the end.
You know Qui is getting on at this point. It's the bit of the fight where you're so knackered that you're just baseball swinging at him.
Here, batter, batter, batter. Here, batter, batter, batter. Here, batter, batter, batter. You just fell, what, 4 stories?
Yeah, why?
Onto your head.
Sort of.
You're fine. I expect you to be more brain damaged than Anakin.
Slowed myself with the Force.
Yeah, good work grabbing the edge. I'd have slipped straight off.
Oh, you do have clammy hands. You shoved him and then flailing elbowed him.
Yeah, badass, wasn't it?
Why didn't you just stab him?
Being a Jedi is 80% about style, my young apprentice. That's why I have this stylish hair and Amish beard.
We were sick, weren't we?
We did a really good job of making sure the full symphony orchestra never came into shot.
Agreed. Remember when you nearly skewered that chubby blonde kid on the edge of the choir?
Oh, dang Farrick, yeah. Thank the Force for those release forms.
Why didn't you wait for me?
I had him on the run.
I could have been of some help. Even if it was just handing you water. Or trying to put him off with like a little dance or something.
Oh, yeah? What dance would you have done?
Yeah, Mace Windu taught me this one.
But a chance right there. But I don't see much dancing.
I was too far away. I'd have just looked mental. Oh, and the meditating. How can you meditate with a Sith Lord staring right at you?
I can meditate anywhere. It's like meditating when you're on a packed train and someone's trying to tell you that you're in their booked seat. And you're politely trying to inform them that as a Force ghost they are welcome to sit here too. And also that seat on their ticket is actually in a different carriage.
Using the booba! He's no have
Jar Jar use the bubba, but me no have a the bubba.
It's all there in Art of War. Master Son, user de booba.
Is that in Art of War?
No, that's just moronic. Can't argue with the results, though.
Put down your weapons. They win this round.
This round seems pretty much over. Why don't you try not spinning? That's a cool trick.
Shut up, my master.
You're jogging.
No, I was force jogging.
You feel no sense of urgency.
You wanted to kill him yourself for your bet.
Irrelevant. Your master was in a fight to the death and you didn't care enough to force sprint.
Well, if I had force sprinted and the laser fields came back on, I'd have been sautéed worse than Anakin.
What?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
You went out in style.
I did.
It's just a shame that back-to-tanks weren't invented.
When did they get invented?
Like half an hour after this.
Oh, come on!
This came out the very same day.
So oddly specific.
Lightsaber through the tummy has been pretty much eradicated. It's like the smallpox of our era.
For force's sake.
Wish I had one of those right here.
What would you keep in it?
Tissues, for when I watch the sad bits.
I just died, and you didn't shed a tear.
I see you every day. Now, if Dex died, I'd be bawling my eyes out.
Oh, I see how it is. Where was this intent when we were fighting before?
I was angry at your death.
Oh, angry, my master? Where does that lead?
Well, not angry, but annoyed.
You were annoyed at my death. That's the emotion that... It's like you've had to stand up on the bus.
I am fuming when that happens.
Footwork's a bit off.
Sith hadn't been around for 1,000 years, and I was a novice. Cut me some slack.
What did I always say to you?
Oh, I heard the other Padawans talking about you behind your back.
No, the other thing.
Oh, yeah, you said, that's loser talk. Talk more like a winner, like me.
Exactly. That's loser talk. You're actually doing better on your own.
Yeah, as soon as you stop coddling me. That's quite a good metaphor for life.
So we did just sellotape 2 lightsabers together.
That's impressive than I thought.
Oh, shitty bollocks.
I know.
What? My masters?
He has the high ground.
Oh, right.
Did you not see any of this?
I was slumped the other way. I did shout, "Can I get an update on what's happening over there?" But neither of you answered.
The high ground really that important?
Is the high ground important? Only the most important. Obi-Wan, did you never teach him that?
Why do you think that this flat is on the 3rd floor? So you destroyed it by accident. That's not what you told us.
Yeah, I was just trying to impress Padme.
Well, can't really argue with that.
Now this is pod racing.
Another 40 quid on you to come top 3.
It's not actually pod racing, Choir.
You got lucky you were such a showboater.
Lucky?
Yeah, I mean, if it was me, I'd just lean over the edge and use the force to peel your fingers back.
That's so sadistic.
Or I'd get the force with my lightsaber and just lower it and just... 3 seconds to react and did nothing.
I took him by surprise.
Still.
Anakin, notice how he actually underestimated my power.
I know, my master. You played this clip way too many times during my Padawan training. I think that ultimately I took a bit too much from
One
it.
of the key bits when someone underestimates your power is not to announce it to them, because then obviously they will estimate your power.
Raises their estimation.
Well, good work anyway. You killed him.
Not exactly.
Well, who got him then? Polio.
Well, I got him, but he didn't die.
Oh, Ferric me, not Bacta.
In the 10 minutes between your death and his life-threatening injury, that's when back-to-tanks were invented.
You mega-neutered him, and then he fell, what?
To a giant melting pit.
A billion-foot drop into a melting pit and survived.
It was their first product. I said, if you'd been born 12 minutes later...
It's too late. No. Obi-Wan. Promise me you will train the boy.
Train the boy?
It's not really a laughing matter. Why did you want me to train him so bad?
I promise me, it would have been so embarrassing if he'd had to go back to Tatooine.
Even as you lay there dying, you still just wanted me to train him to save embarrassment.
He is the chosen one. He will bring balance.
What exactly did you mean by he will bring balance to the Force?
I was delirious, Obi-Wan. I could have said anything.
Right, because at the time there were like 1.5 Sith and thousands of Jedi. Balance could be construed as something...
It's whatever you want it to mean.
No, yeah, I get it. It's just balance may not have been optimal for a... I'll leave it. We'll talk about it later.
We are indebted to you for your bravery, Obi-Wan Kenobi. And you, young Skywalker. We will watch your career with great interest.
Oh, cheapers Force Ghost poodoo on a stick. That all hits different on a second viewing.
I know. After you just straight up slayed his apprentice.
Apprentice? Did Obi-Wan kill some political interns?
I definitely did not.
No. Maul.
He mauled them.
Let's not ruin it for him, Anakin.
Together, we shall bring peace and prosperity to the Republic.
Oh yeah.
The level of Jedi Knight, the Council does. But agree with your taking this boy as your Padawan learner? I do not.
Maybe you should have listened to him.
What? You made me promise as your dying wish.
Delirious, Obi-Wan. Yoda is telling you not to.
You already argued against him.
I gave Qui-Gon my word. I will train Anakin.
Yeah, all right. It's nice, though. Nice sentiment that you'd do it for me.
Oh, thanks.
Your apprentice, Skywalker, will be.
Yay!
I was expecting more people.
Yeah, we massively overcatered.
Not much crying.
I don't know what we could have done about that.
You could have hired a wailing widow.
The mysterious warrior was a Sith.
Always two there are.
I'm being cremated and they're talking business.
I kept shushing them, but they kept just doing this to me. Master.
Ah, pulling the MasterCard.
Such a fucking clique.
A master and an apprentice.
But which was destroyed? The master or the apprentice?
Is Padme the master?
No, but you're going down the right line.
So very sad. I bet everyone could barely get out of bed for weeks.